students, welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshita Kale and today we will learn English. Come on students, let us begin our lesson. Subject is English of Standard 6th and the name of the lesson is Anak Krakatoa. This is the real story of the birth of an island. Krakatoa is an island in the Sunda Strait between Java and Sumatra in Indonesia. It is known for its volcano which erupts regularly. Students, here you can see this is Indonesia, correct? And this is Java and this is the Sunda Strait. Got this? Here we can see the Krakatoa Island. Here in this picture you can see here, this is the Krakatoa Island. Got this? Now this is Anak Krakatoa. This is our lesson about. Okay? Now this lesson is about the volcanoes. First we will understand the meaning of volcano. What is a volcano? A volcano is a crack or opening in the earth's crust. There is a hot molten rock near the earth's center. Sometimes it rises to the surface of the earth through such a crack or opening and flows out. When this happens, we say that the volcano has erupted. Yes, here you can see in this picture, this is the hot molten rock in the earth's crust. A volcanic eruption happens on a tremendous scale, means on large scale. Thick, dark clouds of smoke rise high from the opening and spread in the sky. You can see this in the picture. Big, glowing, burning chunks of rock and red hot lava are thrown out of the crack in the earth. Very hot mud and ash are also thrown out. A great volcanic eruption can change the landforms in an area. See, these are chunks of rock. They are throwing out from the opening. Students, volcanoes are popularly classified into three categories. Okay, different types. Okay, now first one is active volcanoes, second one is dormant volcanoes, and third one is extinct volcanoes. We will go through one by one. First one is active volcanoes. Here see the picture. This is an active volcano. You know the meaning of active, isn't it? Active volcanoes erupt regularly. They are active. Okay. Second one is dormant volcanoes. Dormant means here temporarily inactive or in a deep sleep. We find information about the eruptions of these dormant volcanoes in history, but now they are quiet. They are sleeping. First one is active because it erupts regularly. Second one is dormant, means temporarily it is quiet or inactive. Okay. The third one is extinct volcanoes. You can see this picture, right? Here, the geographers can guess by looking at the rock formation or the place that they used to erupt long ago, but there is no record of it in history. An extinct volcano is unlikely to erupt again. You know the meaning of extinct? Extinct means not existing now. Okay? We can only see the traces of the happenings. So we can write here, rock formation indicate past eruptions. No records of it in history. Krakatoa is an active volcano. It has erupted many times, causing great disasters. The worst of the eruptions took place in August 1883. See that? How the volcano erupts. The volcano erupted with such a loud boom that it was heard more than 3,500 kilometers away in Australia. The Australia is 3,500 kilometers away from that place. That is Krakatoa, means between the Sumatra and Java. It is believed to be the loudest sound that man has ever heard. The island, which was a volcanic mountain, collapsed on itself. The dust that was thrown up in the eruption rose to about 80 kilometers in the sky. It spread in the sky around the world and later settled in different parts of the world thousands of kilometers away. The eruption caused giant waves or tsunamis in the sea near the island. About 165 villages and towns were destroyed due to the eruption and the tsunamis. The eruption destroyed 2/3 of the island of Krakatoa. It collapsed beneath the surface of the sea, creating a huge underwater volcanic crater or hole. The hole was more than 6 meters wide. In 1927, a plume of smoke rose out of water on the crater. It was followed by another eruption. A few days later, a new island volcano broke water. How did it happen? When the underwater volcano threw up ash and rock, it was quickly taken away by the seawater. But then the lava started flowing out of the crater faster. This volcanic material was not all taken away by the waves, and a new mountain began to grow. It kept growing and was seen above the water. Thus, New Island grew from an old island of Krakatoa. It was named Anak Krakatoa, or the child of Krakatoa. See dear students, here this all happened in 1927. Now this is a Krakatoa island, And because of this and because of the volcano erupted in the Krakatoa Island, the Anak Krakatoa, the child of the Krakatoa, so that is called as Anak Krakatoa, is born. Got this, students? Students, now we will talk about Anak Krakatoa, which is the child of main Krakatoa Island. Because of the volcano eruption, the Anak Krakatoa got the birth, isn't it? Anak Krakatoa is still an active volcano. Eruptions have begun again since 1994. It lies quiet for a few days and then again there are eruptions. With more lava flowing out, the island is still growing bigger. Since 1950, the island has grown at an average rate of 5 inches per week. See this picture. This is of August 2018 and see this is of January 2019. See the area. So big it became because it is growing at an average of 5 inches per week. Got this? A part of the old island known as Rakata is still visible in the sea. A little away from the new arrival Anak Krakatoa. See, this is Anak Krakatoa and this is the old island Rakata. After Krakatoa's eruption in 1883, all the surrounding islands and coasts were covered with hot ash. No life remained. When a scientist visited it in 1884, he found just one spider there. You can see here. But the living world on Rakata was not lost and gone forever. The wind and the sea brought seeds of plants to the island. Some seeds came with the birds who flew over the island. Plants and animals that live in the sea came to the coast again. Small land animals like ants, termites, or even rats and lizards traveled to the island on plants floating in the sea. One edge of the island was soon teeming with plants and animals. Can you see here in the picture? This is the picture of Rakata Island now. It was like a laboratory where scientists can see how living things slowly develop in an area, isn't it? Students, like Rakata Island, the scientists can observe same thing in the Anak Krakatoa Island, okay, which does not get covered with volcanic ash. Means we can see there also the greenery, the mountains, the life, etc. The western coast of Java was greatly affected by Krakatoa's eruption. Very few human beings were left there, but the wild animals and plants in that area grew in number again. In fact, the wildlife grew naturally since there were no human beings to interfere with it. There was no one there to cut the trees. or kill the animals. So this region became rich in wildlife. Students, this is all about the lesson Anna Krakatoa. I hope you understand. Students, just now we completed the lesson Anna Krakatoa. Now we will move to the exercise part. Okay, this is second question from your textbook, that show the three categories of volcanoes using the following tree diagram structure. You can see the diagram there, correct? And we have to write very short descriptions of each category below the box. Students, before that we will understand the meaning of tree diagram. Okay, see this. This is called tree chart or tree diagram. You can see here one tree is there, correct? This is a tree and this has so many branches and only one root. From one root so many branches are came out, correct? Means the subject is related and we have to show that in this tree diagram means here main subject will come, and again from that two types, and from that two types again we can see different more types, correct? Like this if we write, then it is called as tree chart or tree diagram. Here we will use this tree diagram, okay, to show the categories of volcanoes. Okay. Students, we will write here three categories of volcanoes. Okay, we know that because we studied in the lesson about the three categories of volcanoes, isn't it? So, okay, now here we will write kinds of volcanoes, or we can write categories of volcanoes. Okay, that is the main theme. Then afterwards there are three types. We know that first one is active volcanoes, isn't it? Example is Anak Krakatoa. This is an active volcano, isn't it? Number second is dormant volcanoes. Means they are quiet now, isn't it? Third one is extinct volcanoes. We studied about these three. We will write a brief about these below. Active volcanoes means erupt regularly. They are active and they erupt regularly, correct? Dormant volcanoes means they are in deep sleep, means now they are quiet. About extinct volcanoes we can write like this: rock formation indicate past eruptions, no records of it in history, and now they are not existing, isn't it? This is about tree diagram. Okay. The next one is show the stages in the process in which Krakatoa collapsed and then Anak Krakatoa formed in the course of volcanic eruptions. Use the flow chart given below. See dear students, this is known as flow chart. Means we have to write the process in order. What happened first, then what is the second step, then third step, fourth step, like that. We have to write the theory or the story in the flowing order. Got that? That is called as flow chart. Okay, we will write this flow chart. Okay. See what happened. First one, eruption happened in 1883. First step. After that what happened? Island collapsed. 2/3 destroyed about the Krakatoa, isn't it? Then what happened? Underwater volcano created, because all that whatever the collapsed part, they went down and the underwater volcano created. In 1927, another eruption. Then outflow of lava grows. We have to write in small sentences. Mountain below the sea and island above water was found. That is nothing but Anak Krakatoa. The name was Anak Krakatoa. Correct? That is formed by Krakatoa. So we call that one as Anak Krakatoa or child of Krakatoa. Okay? This is called as flow chart. Next one is read the passage and find the verbs used with the following nouns and phrases. Okay, here we can see some nouns are given and some phrases also are given. Now we have to find out the verbs used for these nouns or phrases in the text or in that passage of Anak Krakatoa. Okay. Now if you go through the lesson, you will come to know the answer. Here I will give you volcano. Here we used erupt, is, has erupted, breaks, all that is used for the volcano. They are verbs. Correct? Next one, molten rock. Here molten rock, only verb is used. Next one, volcanic mountain. That was is used as a verb for volcanic mountain. Dust was thrown up, isn't it? 165 village and town were destroyed. The next thing is the wind and the sea brought the seeds of the plant and all that, it is there now. The next, seeds came. See dear students, if you go through the lesson 2 to 3 times, then you will come to know what all the verbs are used for these given nouns and phrases. Okay. Student, this is also from your textbook. Here, draw a diagram to show a volcanic eruption from its description given in this passage. Label the diagram. Show the following in it. Yes, dear students, here we have to draw the diagram of volcano. Okay, and we have to label them, and it must contain all these points. See here we can see volcano. This is the heading of the diagram. Okay, and it must contain earth's crust, crack in the earth's crust, hot molten rock, red hot lava, smoke, ash, burning chunks of rocks. All these we have to show in our diagram. Okay, we will draw the diagram. See, this is our diagram. The heading is volcano. So I will label this one as first. Okay, volcano. Second one is earth's crust. See here down, I will show you. This is earth's crust. Okay, these are earth's crust. The next one is crack in the earth's crust. See dear students, here you can see the crack in the earth's crust because of this volcano. Next, hot molten rock. See this, hot molten rocks, they come outside the They come out from the volcano or opening, isn't it? Next, red hot lava. See this? You can see here, this is red hot lava coming out from the opening. You have to draw like this, okay? Then smoke, ash. See, this is smoke coming out from the opening. Dark smoke. Then ash. Here you can see the ash, isn't it? Then burning chunks of rocks. See, here also you can see burning chunks of rocks. They are rolling down. Got this, students? Like this you have to draw the diagram and you have to label it properly. Okay. Now this lesson has modal auxiliary as grammar part. Okay. First we will go through the meaning. Modal auxiliary means the modal auxiliary verbs or modal verbs. We can use modal auxiliary, otherwise only modal verbs. Okay, are also known as helping verbs. Again we will read the modal auxiliary verbs or modal verbs are also known as helping verbs. Got this? The name only tells us the function of these verbs. What is the function? They help. They help the main verbs. Okay, so they are called as helping verbs. Got that? As the last name suggests, they help the main verb of the sentence. Students, we will study this about the modal auxiliary verbs in detail in the next lecture. Okay, I will take only about this in the next lecture for 30 minutes. Okay.
Thank you very much for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get new updated videos.